Minister, and other ministers present here, honorable members of Parliament, civil servants, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My role here is simple. I should not be here as a matter of fact, but I decided to come. In my last term, I am convening orientations and annual retreats. And the essence of that is because this is the team that is going to deliver on the big 5 game changes. The political leadership and the administrative leadership of this country. We cannot work and accomplish that goal if we are not tuned, if we do not come together and understand the shared vision and take it forward. So the essence of meeting here today is to have a candid discussion on how we can bridge the gaps that have existed, that have made it impossible for us to achieve our potential as a nation. I've always said, and I will say again, that this is a great nation, and I truly believe in what I'm saying. The nature of domestic politics and the interpersonal relationships have killed our potential or kept it on the run. What I want us to do, which I started from the last time, is to make sure that we come together. This is our Sierra Leone. Nobody is going to like it more than us. Nobody is going to work harder to make sure we succeed more than us. In this room, I know I have all that it takes to deliver on the promises and the pledges I've made to the people of this country. And these are not empty pledges. I have gone around this country severally, in the rain and in the sun, at night and during the day. And I know, I can feel the pain of the people, and I know what they want. And we need to deliver. That is the essence of our government. We cannot without the administrative. We cannot without the public sector. So, today we are here to make sure that we bridge that gap. We come together right from the outset before we get into the busy schedule of working. Yes, I have appointed political heads, but then we have the civil service, the permanent bureaucracy that is there. They work, you have to work with them. But how do you work with them if you don't understand how they work? The challenges they face. Yes, I have a very young cabinet on average. No apologies about that. Our country is very young. More than 70% are young people. In a democracy, the majority should rule. So, it is not a crime until and unless we challenge these young men and women to leadership. We are not going to have a viable and better Sierra Leone when we leave the stage very soon. Some people can start to see my back now. They can imagine my back. So this is my second and final term. But what we want to do is to change the dynamics of the relationship between the political leaders and the administrative sector. We should endeavor the quality or the health of the relationship between these two entities and among the sectors is important in our delivery for the single purpose of working together. Be friends. If you are not friends, have a working relationship. So, normally what happens is, since we started, these retreats have led to thought-provoking issues. We have been very candid about how we can navigate the system and structures of our bureaucracy. It helps us to strengthen the intercollegial and intersectoral collaboration and coordination, as well as charting cordial and productive working relationships between political leadership and the permanent bureaucracy. There is immense utility in this, as I've said earlier, and I want to emphasize again. So, I'm pleased that we are all here and we take this exercise very seriously. It will last for a day or two, but the impact is profound. Let us be a generation of leaders that will change the course of history in this country. I therefore invite all political leaders and bureaucrats to buckle up. Ladies and gentlemen, we can do it. In the last 5 years, we started to show signs that we have what it takes to change the mess we have created of our own country. The gains we have made in the last 5 years. Our business as a government is to deliver services and improve the lives of our people. I have no doubt that we have what it takes in this hall and even out of this hall to deliver. That is why I'm audacious. That is why I speak without any iota of fear or doubt, because I've had 2 5-year terms with you. If the civil servants want to deliver, they can deliver. The political leadership, for us, we either deliver or we are deleted. That is the truth. And I don't think we want to be deleted just now. So we have to deliver. I want to say again that Sierra Leone is markedly a different country today than it was 5 years ago. From human capital development to women empowerment, women in girls empowerment, we are way ahead. It's interesting to know that our girls, we have more enrollment and pass rates in the past 5 years than at any other time in the history of this country. We have been very bold and ambitious, and we have made more investment in education in this country since it was founded. What has this done to us? Now, the world knows that a small country, Sierra Leone, is ready. It's ready to take its place. And we have started by going to places. We are now part of the United Nations UN Security Council in the non-permanent category. We have reduced maternal mortality rate by 60% in the last 5 years. We have expanded renewable energy from about 15% to 35% in just 5 years. We have guaranteed minimum of 30% for our women to be amongst us. In Parliament, in cabinet, and in other places. We have started doing a good job, but there's more to be done. And that is why we need to buckle up. And that is why we need to have a strong working relationship among the different layers of the public sector, including that of the political leadership. You know that I've pledged to the people of this country, on my personal behalf and on behalf of all of you, to move faster and do better in providing locally produced nutritious food for all of us. Feed Salone. Food sovereignty, we have not achieved. Even the political sovereignty that we celebrate every day is not on hand. At least, let's go for food sovereignty, that which we know we can do with all that is available to us. Today, it has not rained yet, but it was raining yesterday, and I'm sure it's going to rain again. We have enough arable land, we have enough rainfall, we have what it takes. We should not be fed by other countries. And yet we grow about the prices of things. So we must feed ourselves. We must provide employment for our children and grandchildren. We must address the structural and operational gaps and weaknesses in the public service delivery system, which is what we are doing here today. And we want to use technology for all the advantages that it has. So we have quite a lot, and we must achieve this. Of course, as you all know, the challenges facing us have been exacerbated by several regional, global, health, security, and economic crises since 2020. And I'm sure we are not out of the woods yet. But notwithstanding all of this, we have to succeed. No excuses. I've been offering the people of this country, nor will I allow you, for this generation of leaders, to fail. Especially when it comes to the transformational agenda that we have laid before the people, the big 5 game changers. We simply cannot afford to fail. We will work assiduously to develop a stable macroeconomy with resilient food systems, improved agricultural productivity, and trade supply chains, and provide better paying jobs. That is why we must fine-tune the public sector, the civil service, and the public sector. We must fine-tune, and we must have the type of productive relationship that is necessary. Delivery of high-quality services is necessary, especially in the face of scarce resources. And that is what we have. So prudent management should be a part of what we do every day. Our manifesto, as you know, is much stronger, for much closer, stronger coherence in governance and collaboration right across the system. Our public plan focusing on fiscal discipline, performance management, leadership capacity in the ministries, departments, and the agencies. I want to emphasize how essential leadership is. Leadership is key to most changes that have taken place. The leadership must get the buy-in of the followers The leadership must lead by example. The leadership must make sacrifice. So, as appointed political leaders of various ministries, I expect you to do just that. It is also why our institutions should be continually upgraded. We must make sure that we are fit for purpose. We must make sure that we are fit for purpose. All of us, the institutions, the individuals. The world is moving at a very fast pace. Don't be a dinosaur. Don't allow your institutions to be dinosaurs. Otherwise, you will lose your utility and will discard you and delete you. It means that we must have a place for efficient organizational systems and work processes that place direct responsibility for getting things done quickly into individuals and teams. And for me, it is this team, this huge team sitting before us. There's a lot riding on this, what we are doing today. Because how closely I can quickly get you together, to work together, to know that you don't operate in silos, but to work in collaboration, makes my work lighter. Therefore, this administration is going to streamline the legal and regulatory framework, public service management, and flatten the silos in government into multi-sectoral collaborative networks across ministries, departments, and agencies. Planning and implementation will be driven by prioritization and specification. At the same time, a holistic and coherent strategy for addressing the three political components of recruitment and performance will result in improved career paths, purposeful deployment of resources, and development of a cadre of different job families that work harder and smarter. In very practical terms, imbibing a driven and accountable public service work culture means that ministers and deputy ministers should each have areas of work that they are directly supervising and being held responsible for within the ministry or the sector mandate that they have a mandate over. It means that the permanent secretary should be a responsible manager of the ministry's financial and human resources, guided by probity, and should supervise the daily work of the accountant, the HR officers, and other key personnel. It means that at least once a week, the political and administrative leadership or heads meet and discuss key areas of work and issues affecting the ministry and hold each other accountable for making progress on outstanding issues. It means that the HRM board, as personnel manager of the civil service, which happens to be the central engine in our big game changers, must plan very well. Should have an unequivocal mission for getting the smartest and the most committed people into our rooms. That is where the problem starts, if we don't get the right people into the service. It means that this engine in public service machine must be calibrated, calibrated to maintain speed, efficiency, and general fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, this might seem as a simple exercise, but I take it seriously. I haven't had the hindsight of taken the oath of office 3 times in this country. Today, more than any other time, I'm convinced that we, seated here, and some, and many more that are out of this hall, have what it takes to deliver Sierra Leone. My business is to bring all of that together, get rid of the obstacles, the things, the hurdles that have prevented us from working together. I've always said the nature of domestic politics in this country is holding us back. And that politics comes right into the offices too. We don't have Sierra Leone in mind when what they have is their political party. That is why somebody will go and destroy a transformer that will cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and is meant to provide public service, not to the president or the minister. The minister might be fortunate to be in that area. So, we have an uphill task. But if we can start the change amongst us seated here, the leadership of this country, then victory is possible. We can deliver this nation, and we should deliver it. Otherwise, why did we go to school? Why do we claim to be educated if we cannot solve problems? We should be a generation of leaders, problem solvers. Otherwise, let's not claim we are educated. And I want to boldly stand everywhere and say that we are the smartest people in Africa. So how do we put that ingenuity to work for ourselves and our people? That is why we are here. I want to thank all of you for coming, and please take this very seriously. We have a huge task ahead, and we must accomplish it. Thank you all.